Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Put me some in the can and it's dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. She made it good. Ride. Bet while I'm gripping her side. Nigga mad bet this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put baguettes in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her eyes. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Denver Broncos. We go from Denver. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely. And you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing Nix. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bryant. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down. The Broncos had 8-6 now on the year, and they were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score. Broncos 7, 49ers nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 30 and down at the 42. Great return.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Purdy off the play fake. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this crew ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Broncos get there and take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A short throw to Ingram. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now it's Nix. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now the extra point. Good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Broncos 14, 49ers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That ball caught. get this down to the 42-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's taken down inside the 30.
14 more yards. It's another 49er first down. A gain of 14.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal.
Get set.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Turton is in. Touchdown, 49ers. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here in the first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Bombers.
To throw is Nix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here is third down and 4. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, Jeremy Crawshaw on the punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20.
Play action. Now Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Purdy from the gun.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Purdy. Got a man. That's Ayuk.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
10 more there and another 1st down.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Back to throw, Purdy.
Getting this into the hands of Eric Dickerson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now they try the right side here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They go play action here. Purdy. That's complete to the fullback for Card.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a one that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Get set, get set. Yellow. Go ahead, go ahead.
They'll motion out one of the tight ends. A first carry here for Jordan James. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Nix. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Branch. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll go play action with Nix. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Branch. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
This is 2nd and 8. Nix to the air. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Over the middle, it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First down, San Francisco.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Shotgun now with Purdy.
Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
A final shot before break. Nix. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A final shot before break. Nix. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here. It's picked up by the Broncos. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments, sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point splits the uprights, and a lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here.
At the 41-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter.
Get set. 18.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
49er, first down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
And it's third down.
Purdy. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying him at Smith for the 5th most in 1 season. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here.
The 49ers will line up.
They'll look to throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football. That deficit stays right where it is.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Off the play fake, Nix.
Complete to Bryant.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Ready. Ready. Return.
Right back to him on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Branch. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now a give, right side. Branch. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
26-yard line.
49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Get set, get set. I need to go.
Now Purdy.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Los Angeles. Last stop in town before I hit the road. And it was hot. I said, man, point that fan at me.